GTA 6 delayed again. That is something none of us want to hear. I mean, it already got pushed back to May 2026. Well, there was actually a new leak, new rumor that there are internal talks of pushing the game back yet again to September of 2026. So first off, before we do hop into this new leak, this new rumor, I just want to say some things regarding leaks over these next couple of months. I'm sure we're going to get plenty more from random people on the internet. And even the one we're going to take a look at today, they're one of those leakers that, you know, had a couple of things right a few years ago, but a lot of other stuff wrong. So it's sort of like a 50-50 on whether or not it's true. But it's GTA 6, the biggest game, the most hyped game of all time. People are going to come out the woodworks and say all sorts of things over the next handful of months. So I'll try and do my best to cover only the more realistic ones, I guess. But yeah, just take a note of that. Be on the lookout. You know, you're going to see just a lot of fake stuff over the next handful of months, unfortunately. Now, the leak in question today, this is coming from this person, Millie A on Twitter. Again, they did some stuff that was correct, you know, a couple years ago. Since then, it's not been so great. But I will say, like, this first thing, the first big note here, that the game is internally suggesting a possible slip to September of 2026. That just makes sense. Like, it's logical given everything we've seen from GTA 6. They've internally delayed it a couple of years ago. It wasn't official or anything, but just looking at the numbers and everything, Take-Two has said it was internally delayed to late 2025. And then, of course, then it was officially delayed to May 26, 2026. So having another delay, like, it's almost par for the course for Rockstar at this point. But back to this leak here, or back to the tweet. Who knows where they're getting this information from? But like I just said, I mean, even though this could be false, it's not crazy to think. Like, you should almost be expecting it to get delayed again, just because if it does, then you won't be upset. You won't be disappointed. And if it doesn't get delayed, comes out in May, then, you know, we're all happy playing the game early. Well, early-ish. Also, I've seen a lot of people say that this is fake simply because they probably don't want it to be. And I guess that's fair enough. But just because you don't want it to happen doesn't mean it can't. So yeah, hopefully we get some more updates, maybe from some more reputable sources regarding a second official delay, if that were to happen. But the other part of this leak is, I think, maybe a little bit more interesting. So they're claiming that this is going to be the MSRP for the game. And this is in pounds, so we'll do a conversion for the US price. But the standard edition, 70 pounds. The deluxe edition, 90 pounds. The premium edition, 110 pounds. And then there might even be a collector's edition, which will probably be like, you know, 250 bucks or something. I think that's what it was for RDR2. But of course, the interesting thing to note with these two editions here, the deluxe and the premium, they're stating you're going to get early GTA Online access with these editions. We'll come back to that real quick. The final thing, like PS5 marketing, okay, sure, whatever that means. And then console bundles plus PS5 Pro sale promos post launch. All right, I don't know, that's kind of irrelevant, but yeah, this part right here I think is very interesting. Now, first off, I don't know, because normally there's a standard edition, a deluxe edition, and then a collector's edition. Not really sure what they could do to differentiate these two between a deluxe and a premium. Maybe it's just you get like shark card bonuses or something in online. Who knows how that's going to work, but that's what they're saying. Again, take it with a grain of salt, but this right here is something I could for sure see Rockstar doing. Now, more than likely, GTA Online 2 or GTA 6 Online will not launch when the game launches. Rockstar have never done that with their online. They've always waited a couple of weeks or a month or so before it releases. So if Rockstar want to make a bit more money, because they know a lot of people are wanting to play just for the GTA Online aspect, they're going to spend the extra $20 or $30 to get access to that early. It'll probably be a week early, I would imagine, for something like this. But this is another thing. Even though this could all be fake and this could be a fake rumor, I could totally see Rockstar doing something like this. So I would almost anticipate Rockstar doing something like this, where you're going to have to pay for the deluxe edition, you know, the $100 edition or whatever the case will be, if you want to play GTA Online early. And maybe the premium edition, if there is such a thing, it'll be even earlier. Maybe Rockstar are learning, because if anyone remembers back when GTA Online, the original GTA Online launched, it was a mess for the first handful of days. The servers couldn't handle it. So if they did have a deluxe and a premium edition, one, you got the game, you know, 10 days early. The deluxe edition, maybe it's only 7 days early. So it's like a tier system. Maybe that's Rockstar's way of not only making money, but handling the load for the servers for those first handful of days a little bit easier. It just makes total sense. Rockstar love their money. Take-Two love their money. So having people pay an extra for online access early, almost everyone, I think, is going to do that. And now as for the price, because of course this is 70 pounds, most of us probably are in the US. If we just go to Google, that actually translates to $93 US dollars. Maybe it'll be 90. Presumably if it's 70 pounds, it'll be, I think normally it's 80 US dollars. So the standard edition would be 70 pounds and then 80 US dollars. I guess the deluxe edition, let's see what that is. That is 120 US dollars, you know, so we'll see, I guess, if that'll hold true. And then the premium one is actually about 150 US dollars, according to this person right here. So very interesting little leak here. Again, I'm not sure if it's entirely true, but it's definitely some realistic things to say. It's some realistic expectations to set for this game launching, supposedly launching next year. But that is going to do it for today's GTA 6 video. Thank you guys for watching. Please drop the video a like if you did enjoy, subscribe for more GTA 6 content, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.